In this video, I'm going to go over a couple marketing strategy examples so you can copy them exactly and utilize them in your business. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Michael Tanders. I run a 7-figure marketing agency and I own a couple other businesses like an accounting firm. I also run a weekly newsletter called the Midweek Marketer where I give away one actionable marketing strategy every single week that I'm utilizing in my businesses and in my clients' businesses. If you'd like to sign up for that, click the link in the description below. Okay, let's go over some marketing strategy examples that I've utilized for clients, I've utilized for my businesses to build it out exactly how you should for your business. I'm going to give you a couple examples, like one I'm utilizing for my accounting firm and another one for like an e-commerce business. That way you can kind of get an idea of how exactly you should utilize it for your business because it's a little different for each one. Okay, the first big thing when it comes to building out a marketing strategy is understanding who your target market is. If you've watched any of my other videos, I harp on this like all the time. But you have to understand who your target market is. The reason this is so important is you need to understand what makes this person tick and what their pain points are, what their vacation looks like. You have to understand everything. And by vacation, I mean like, hey, this is what, when you buy my product or service, this is how it's going to make you feel. You have to understand all of that to be able to make your messaging and your copy and your images and websites and videos and all of it speak and relate to that person. So that's the first big thing for your marketing strategy. But let's break down a couple different marketing strategy examples that I'm utilizing for clients' businesses and my businesses. Okay, the first one, my accounting firm, right? So this marketing example is accounting. It'd help if I could spell. Accounting firm, I would look at this as a local business. So this is my accounting firm services the area that I live in. So it's a city that I live in. That area is where my target market lives. So when it comes down to building out my marketing strategy for my accounting firm, there's a couple different areas where I'm focusing a lot of my effort and messaging. The first one is Google. People come onto Google all the time for home service businesses and local businesses to find that product or service. Majority of the time for my accounting firm, people are going to Google. They're looking up accountant in my area, CPAs near me, tax services near me. They're typing those things into Google and they're looking up and they're seeing my Google My Business profile, my Google local service ads, my Google search ads, my SEO. And so majority of my marketing effort is put onto Google. And that's literally like the backbone for my marketing strategy for my accounting firm. And what's great about it, especially, and I'm going to put this down, but especially if you can focus on the SEO side of stuff, it's basically free leads that come in once you put that marketing strategy into place because it just sits there. You don't have to put any money into advertising to get into those first spots. A couple different areas with the SEO that I'm focusing on in that accounting firm is obviously just SEO, so just search stuff. So like my website in general, blog posts that I'm making for specific keywords, focusing a lot on search. But the Google My Business profile, I have a whole video on this. I'll put in the link in the description. But my Google My Business profile, I'm ranking into the first spot every single time because I have the location and the service in the name of my business. And so that ends up just forcing it into that first spot. The next thing I'm doing on Google with my SEO is the videos. Okay. I also have another video on this if you want to watch it, but basically it's super, super easy right now to create videos, put them up on YouTube, put the keyword that you're trying to rank for, so accountant in, put whatever location you're in, and make the whole video about that. Literally can be like 30 to 10 minutes long and just crank out a bunch of those videos. Reason is that eventually you've cranked out so many videos on this that Google ends up taking it from the video tab and putting it on the first page on Google. And so someone comes to Google, they'll see my Google local service ad, Google My Business, my SEO, and then all the videos I've created too. So I've literally taken over everything on Google for my accounting firm. The other thing you could try on here too is the Reddit SEO hack. I also have another video on this too. Basically what you do is you go into a local Reddit subgroup and you post in there as someone pretending to look for your services. Like, hey, I'm looking for an accountant in location. And you put that Reddit into whatever the subreddit is for your town. And you say, hey, I'm looking for this accountant in this location. Make sure accountant in location is your keyword that you're going for. So if you're a plumber, it's I'm looking for a plumber in blah, blah, blah. and then, post that, wait a little bit, and then log back in as your own business and say, hey, like, I would love for you to come work with us. And then log back in as the original poster, and in the description, put, hey, everyone, I ended up going with, and then your company name, and put the phone number and website. This is like a really, really crazy, easy hack right now. I can literally get, between the Reddit and the video one, like, I can get stuff ranked within like an hour and ranked like on the first page. So there's a lot of effort in the marketing strategy in this example, where I put a lot of effort into the SEO side of stuff for the accounting firm, mainly because I know people are going there. The other part of the marketing strategy for this accounting firm is the Facebook ads. So Facebook ads. I create really awesome Facebook ads with a good hook, qualify the person, and then my offer. And we get leads all the time. I literally actually wrote a whole newsletter for my midweek marketer newsletter, which if you'd like to sign up for that, it's completely free. Click the link in the description below, where I 80x'd our ad spend. I spent $1,000 and then landed over 80 grand worth of revenue for the accounting firm. Facebook ads is fantastic for this type of business, or really any local business, if they're done right. Really good videos, UGC videos, all that stuff. Highly recommend doing Facebook ads. But that's another big piece of my marketing strategy for my accounting firm. All right, the next thing that I'm really focusing on with this accounting firm is Bing ads. Bing ads. Okay, I think everyone is sleeping on Bing ads right now, honestly. I think a lot of people think Bing ads don't do that well. If you have an older demographic, right? So a lot of my accounting firm, we get personal tax returns from older people, which is fine. They don't want to use TurboTax, like all that kind of stuff. If you're utilizing Bing ads, majority of these older people, I don't know why, but they buy Microsoft products, and on Microsoft, obviously Bing is owned by Microsoft, so all their devices is just loaded up Bing. So they're all utilizing Bing. So if you have an older demographic, building that into your marketing strategy in this example is fantastic. I have actually a client within our marketing agency, and we're looking at their demographic, and we're like, dude, let's run Bing ads. Absolutely crushing it on there. We get a cost per lead for them, about $18 cost per lead on Bing, versus like on Google, we get like $100 cost per lead. I mean, they do like bigger landscape projects, so it's perfect. And they're down in Florida, so it's like a retirement area. Bing ads crush it. So in my marketing strategy example for this at my accounting firm, Bing ads are just Bing SEO, like all that stuff is huge. Again, I think everyone's sleeping on Bing. If you have a demographic that's a little older, Bing ads, go for it. Okay, so for this marketing strategy example, specifically with an accounting firm, a local business, if that's the type of business you're running, this is what I would do. I would really just build out your Google strategy, your Facebook strategy, and your Bing strategy. If you notice, I don't do any email marketing. I don't do any SMS marketing. I don't do any of that kind of stuff right now for that local business. It's not really the play here, right? It's not really part of the customer journey. When I dove deep into okay, who my target market is, understanding that it's more of there's a sales process for landing clients. So, hey, it's all about bringing in leads. That's really what it is. It's a leads business, right? Not so much a local service business. It's a leads business, right? I actually even think about we have a client that they coach coaches, right? It's a leads business. That's all it is. And they utilize a similar strategy. So if you're a leads business, I think is a better way of saying it. For this marketing strategy example, boom, this is it. Okay, let's say you're an e-commerce business, right? We have e-com clients and we've built out their whole marketing strategy based off of this. The first thing is Facebook ads. I know it's crazy, but Facebook ads still crush it. If you have an e-com business or a digital product business or something where you have a product, right? So I would almost probably call these product, right? Type marketing example strategy or service, okay? Service. You want to be focusing on Facebook and Instagram ads. Absolutely crush it. Retargeting ads, UGC, really good hooks, all that stuff is really good for an e-com business. The next thing that you should do too is TikTok shop ads. This is one of those things where right now it's just absolutely crushing it. I would say it's kind of like on the precipice of like, where Facebook ads and Instagram ads were like crushing it at the beginning. This is where TikTok shop ads are right now. So if you have the right product, TikTok shop ads are fantastic. Now, of course, you have to be in the right demographic, have the right product, but TikTok shop ads are like where I would put a lot of my marketing strategy effort in for an e-com product. The next thing I would focus on with an e-com product is Google ads. Google ads, pen is dying. So you have shop ads on here, and then you also have search ads. These are both great for running ads on right now for e-com products. So you have to understand who your target market is, what they're looking for. So for example, in the past, I've had a client that they were a toolbox organizer, right? So this smaller client, they would have tool organizers. And so on Google, people would be typing in best tool organizer, how to organize my toolbox. And we would rank their products with shop ads and search ads for those search terms. The other stuff I would focus on too with e-com is e-com and product, like digital product, like that kind of stuff. You can get a lot more expansive with your marketing strategy. Like service businesses, especially if they're local, it's like super cut and dry. Products online or products in general, like you can get like crazy with your marketing strategy. The other stuff too is I would utilize some sort of upsell. So always, if you're selling a product, do some sort of upsell. It almost always bumps up to the AOV, which is the average order value. So basically you say something along the lines of like, hey, purchase this product. Great. And then right when they check out, they get hit with a full page like, hey, if you purchase this next product in the next like 5 minutes, we'll take 20% off. Always ends up bumping the average order value up. Always in your marketing strategy, have an upsell. Okay, the other thing I would build into my marketing strategy here for a product business is your email marketing. Like I said, notice I didn't really have it over here on the service side. Email marketing. And I'll also say, like, as I'm saying this, I'm not saying that you should never do email marketing for a service business. Like we have like an HVAC client, for example, we do email marketing for them. We get clients all the time through that email marketing. So I'm not saying don't build out your email marketing strategy. Like I'm just saying these over here for a service business are like the hottest things, and then build out your other stuff like SMS and email marketing and stuff. But when it comes to a product, so digital or ordering, email marketing is huge, especially during the times that like Black Friday and sales. Send a bunch of those. I'll give you another example. We had a client where we like built up their email list, and for Black Friday, we hit numbers of like 500,000 within like a 2-day period because of email marketing and because of SMS marketing. So highly recommend building out your email list. You can get free offers. You can give discounts on your products or any of that kind of stuff to build up your email list. So that during the sales times, you can push those type offers and get huge sales. Now, another thing I'll say too, just across the board with your marketing strategy is obviously you should be on social media, right? So you should have an Instagram account. You should have a Facebook account. You should have all of that stuff. I'm going to put it over here too for the service business. Social media. You need to be creating organic content. It's free. Like it's free. Like you might as well be making it. So it's a free way to advertise out to people. You might as well be making it. So always have your social media profiles going as well. But these main things that I'm talking about in these marketing strategy examples, like the Facebook ads and the Google ads and like the email marketing, this is like the ripest fruit on the tree that like you squeeze that or you grab that right away, you're going to get like great results. Though the social media stuff like is a longer term type play, but all this other stuff like gets you those like ripe fruit like right away. But definitely build out your social media profile. I know people that like have built out, they sell like a digital monthly membership. They've built out their social media profiles to hundreds of thousands of people, and they don't need to run any ads. They don't even do email marketing, don't do anything. But because they have a huge audience, they're able to go and push their products and are super successful with it. So I'm not saying don't make a social media profile, but if you're making a marketing strategy for a business, these ads area and your email marketing and upsells and SEO and all that stuff is going to be like lower hanging fruit than the social media stuff. Okay, so those are 2 marketing strategy examples that I'm utilizing right now with one of my businesses and a couple clients that we have that are e-commerce and digital products. Take this, utilize this. This is the exact formula that I'm utilizing and we're getting really good results. If you take this for whatever business you have, so whether it's a service business or a product business, take this, run with that framework, and you'll be good. So hopefully those marketing strategy examples were really helpful. If you'd like a marketing agency to help you grow your marketing and advertising, click the link in the description below. We would love to talk with you. And if you would like one actionable marketing strategy every single week that I'm utilizing for my businesses or my clients' businesses, click the link in the description below and sign up for the Midweek Marketer. Thanks for taking the time to watch the video, and I will see you in the next one.